Hey guys, Carlos with Variable Traders, and here's my recap for today. First, I just want to thank everyone that came out for the NYC meetup. We had an amazing time talking with everyone, with seeing the presentation from Dr. Brett Steenbarger, and just kind of getting to know some of the names and seeing the faces that we see every day in our chat room, and also throughout the YouTube videos, YouTube pre-market show and things like that. So thank you guys. We had an amazing time, and hopefully when we do it again, you can get an opportunity to join us for that. So here's my recap, guys. I had an opening range breakup on X on the 5. We had a great watch list today. It turned out to be a little more choppier than I expected, but we still had some decent moves that turned up. So X here, I was watching the 1 and the 5, and excuse my screens. I'm actually trying to make space to bring in the 15-minute chart, and I'll tell you why in a second. So here's the 5-minute. As you know, this is my opening range that I like to see on the 5. Wait for that nice pullback, and that's my signal to go long on the way back up for the break of the body or the high of that candle for that opening range breakup that I like to see again. So this did a perfect pullback right here. I also want to show you the 1 minute because I had the 1 minute as well. If we go back over here, I had the 1 minute and the 5 here. And you can see the 1 minute gives you a beautiful opportunity here around 9:33. Now, I was very tempted to get into this trade here, but I really want to start the week off right with some good discipline and wait for the 5-minute mark. But this was also, if you were looking at this, you have a beautiful pop. Here's the drop down, another nice pullback. This would have been also another great entry for a long. This is exactly what you want to look for. So even if I would have got into this trade here, would have been great, but I want to start off by, again, some discipline and waiting for that 5-minute mark. So went long here, as you can see on, then let's go back to the 5, as it took a while to get going. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, it became very choppy in this area, just kind of chopping around. But I'd rather see this opposed to it, coming back closer to my stop loss, which is the VWAP, and testing that. I'd rather have it chop around and play around between my entry and this level here, and then finally was able to break out of that. So it turned out pretty good. Took some profits off here and some off here, and actually now it continues to head higher. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what you could do in case of a situation where you're in a place where you want to take profits if you're parceling out, but you might not want to take it out 11.15, 11.14 where it's at now, because the stock could keep moving up the way it's going now. So a way to do that, to take the decision factor out of it, right, and kind of control the fear of missing out that's going to go higher, what you could do is you can set a stop range order. I'm sorry, trading stop. So you could do here, you go to trading stop. So let's say you want to sell 100 units, that's your partial, but you don't want to sell at 11.16 or 11.20. You want to be able to see if it's going to continue to squeeze even higher. We have some nice level here around 11.30, 11.40. What you can do is you can set a trading stop for 4, 5, 3 cents. We'll do 3 cents. It looks like the thing is moving quite a bit, and then you can hit sell. And then what that's going to do is this is going to send a limit order with a trailing stop, right? So, no, I'm sorry, not a limit order, a trailing stop. So what it'll do is as it goes up, if it pulls back, you're out of the trade, so you're protecting some profits. But if it continues to run higher, you'll be able to gain a couple of more cents if it does that. So you don't feel that you're missing out if it goes above this 11.15. So the way we're set up now, 4 cents. If it comes back down to, let's see our order over here. Right, if it comes down to 11.17 is what we have it marked as. If it comes down 4 cents below that, so that'll be 11, we'll get stopped out for a partial of 100 units. So this way, at least you're protecting yourself from a drop. But if it continues to head higher, let's say it goes up to 11.30, now if it drops 4 cents, 11.16, then you'll be out of the trade here. So at least it gives you some protection if it continues to head higher. And you could put this to whatever you want. You could put it to 3 cents, 2 cents, whatever you want, depending on the stock that you're in. That's the way to take kind of the decision factor and still be in the play if it's going to continue to squeeze higher, and protect yourself. If there's a drop, you can take some profits out. So let's see if that happens during this video. We have 100 units there to sell with a trailing stop of 4 cents. And then what you can do is on the next pop, when you see another movement, you can do it again. You can put another trading stop on it as well for that partial. So we'll see what we get out of this. What I might do is I might just keep recording the video and just fast forward for you guys so you see how this plays out. Again, a better place to do this would have been here on this breakout, right? Because you're breaking out from the previous high of the day, but I didn't get a chance to get the video and everything going to show you guys how you can do this in the montage, and also set it up in the actual Axial charts. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, guys. I want to bring in, while we're waiting for that, here's the 15-minute chart that I want to bring in. I want to bring that in because I'm noticing against a lot of good opportunities that you can see here. Also, in the 15-minute, it's also turned out to be a beautiful ABC. Look at this C support right there, ABCD pattern on the 15. As you know, I'm working towards trying to bring in the 15-minute opening range breakup. This one doesn't do quite a great 15-minute opening range breakup because the pullback, it just kind of hangs out here at this level. But again, it turned out to be a good ABCD pattern. So I want to bring in the 15-minute chart, keep the 5 and also the 1, because the 1 is important for good entries like what we saw today. So I want to make some room here and push some stuff over. This might have to be moved to another monitor to be able to fit that, but we'll see how we can get that extra chart in here. All right, guys, so again, this has been a slow mover. It's been taking its time. As you can see here, 11 was a good area of resistance, was not able to break out of that. Finally, it's breaking out of that here. It's got a nice little pop over to 117 is the high of the day, and we'll see if it can continue to head any higher. My complete stop on this, if it hits under 11, I'm going to take everything out of this trade here. So we'll see how this plays out. And what I'll do is, guys, I'll stop the video now, and then I'll fast forward and show you guys how this played out. So thanks for watching, guys. Join us tomorrow 8:30 Eastern time for the pre-market show. Oh, there it is. We got filled. So at least here, see what happens is we got filled. What's that? 100 units at what price is that? I can't see, 114, 115. Yeah, 115. So at least you were in place in case it ran up any higher, right, to 1120. You would have been still in here, but you were able to get a partial and take some profits out of this trade at the moment. So you can see how it plays out now. You can do the same thing again if it comes back up towards the high of the day, or if it heads a little high. If it breaks out, you can do another trailing stop for another couple of cents and just kind of ride this out into the momentum is done. And also keep in mind the stop where you want to be out of this. For example, for me, it's 11. I'm probably going to be out now 11.05 because I could see how nicely this is riding the 20 moving average, right? When it loses the 9, it tests the 20, then it heads higher. So maybe the 20 moving average, if it loses the 20, that would be a better stop for me to take everything out. So I'll do this again. If it breaks out of 11.20, I'll do it again. I'll put in on the breakout, I'll put in a trailing stop for 3 cents maybe this time, and just see how high this thing can go. And once it breaks the 20, then we'll take everything out. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and talk to you guys soon.